In the world of professional wrestling, where legends are built through sweat, sacrifice, and moments that echo for generations, one superstar has stepped forward to highlight a name whose influence runs far deeper than most fans realize. Today, Kevin Owens isn't just giving praise, he's pulling back the curtain on a figure whose impact helped shape the modern wrestling landscape, yet remains underestimated by many. And according to Owens, measuring that influence is almost impossible. Professional wrestling is an industry built around charisma, athleticism, unforgettable storytelling, and the ability of performers to leave a lasting mark on the audience. Over the years, countless wrestlers have contributed to shaping the wrestling styles, match psychology, and character work that today's global audience enjoys. But every once in a while, a performer emerges whose contributions surpass the ring and influence entire generations of wrestlers in ways that aren't always visible to the casual viewer. Recently, WWE superstar Kevin Owens shared heartfelt remarks about a former Ring of Honor (ROH) star whose contributions to the wrestling world go beyond championships, highlight reels, or mainstream recognition. Owens expressed that the former ROH wrestler's influence is so profound that, in his words, it's hard to measure. While Owens refrained from reducing the wrestler's legacy to simple statistics or accolades, it's clear his message carried deep respect. His statement is a reminder that wrestling greatness cannot always be captured through numbers, it lives in movements, techniques, attitudes, and the countless lives shaped behind the scenes. But who is this former ROH star? And why does Kevin Owens, a WWE veteran and former ROH standout himself, believe that this individual's influence defies measurement? To understand the depth of Owens's message, we need to look at the environment that produced both of these wrestlers. Ring of Honor, a company known for hybrid wrestling, technical excellence, and the birth of a generation that would go on to redefine what professional wrestling could be. ROH has long been celebrated as a breeding ground for world-class talent. Before WWE and AEW became synonymous with global exposure, ROH played a crucial role in cultivating wrestlers who would later headline major promotions across the world. Its demanding in-ring style, focus on pure wrestling, and tight-knit locker room environment shaped some of today's top wrestling names. Stars like CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, Tyler Black in ROH, Kevin Owens, formerly Kevin Steen, Adam Cole, Jay Briscoe, Roderick Strong, all sharpened their craft in ROH before stepping onto grander stages. Within this legacy-rich environment, certain performers left such a deep mark that their presence continues to echo through modern wrestling. These individuals may not always receive mainstream acknowledgement, but their contributions remain vital to the evolution of wrestling styles, pacing, match structure, and the mentoring of younger generation performers. The unnamed former ROH star praised by Owens falls firmly into this category, someone who shaped the culture, set new standards, and influenced future stars through innovation and mentorship. Kevin Owens has built his reputation on authenticity, both in and out of the ring. Known for speaking candidly, Owens has never shied away from acknowledging those who helped elevate him during his wrestling journey. So when he speaks about someone whose influence is immeasurable, fans pay attention. Owens's comment reflects not only admiration but also insight. Being part of the early ROH generation means he personally witnessed the evolution of the independent wrestling scene. Owens saw firsthand how certain ROH stars reshaped the business long before they were celebrated on global platforms. To Owens, influence doesn't come from spotlight or storyline, it comes from passion, innovation, and the ability to inspire others to push the boundaries of professional wrestling. His words suggest that the former ROH star played a fundamental role in shaping the style and intensity that modern wrestling fans now take for granted. And while mainstream viewers might not know the full story, wrestlers like Owens carry that legacy forward. When Kevin Owens says it's hard to measure someone's influence, he means several things. 1. Influence isn't always visible to fans. Some wrestlers mentor others backstage, shaping their style, confidence, and creativity. They may not always get televised recognition, but their fingerprints are all over the careers they've helped build. 2. Their style has been borrowed and evolved. Many ROH performers developed innovative moves, sequences, pacing styles, and storytelling techniques that spread across independent promotions and eventually into WWE, AEW, NJPW, and beyond. 3. They created a cultural shift. ROH wrestlers in the mid-2000s helped popularize a more athletic, hybrid wrestling style in the United States. This style blurred the lines between Japanese strong style, American storytelling, and lucha libre influence. 4. Their impact on modern WWE and AEW stars is enormous. Even if fans don't notice the connection, many of today's most popular names used techniques or philosophy inspired by ROH trailblazers. 5. They contributed to the identity of independent wrestling. Independent wrestling today, faster, more dynamic, and story-driven, owes much to those foundational performers. Their contributions helped transform wrestling from niche audiences to global streaming platforms. Owens' statement acknowledges that influence cannot be limited to title reigns or awards. True influence lives in evolution, and this former ROH star was part of significant evolution. The impact of ROH alumni is visible across every major promotion today. Consider these examples. WWE, Seth Rollins, now one of WWE's most decorated modern champions. Kevin Owens, a top-tier performer known for emotional storytelling. Sami Zayn, praised for delivering some of WWE's most compelling narratives. Finn Balor, influenced by the same independent style ROH promoted. AEW, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Claudio Castagnoli, the Young Bucks, heavily influenced by ROH culture. Jay Lethal, NJPW, ROH collaborated extensively with New Japan, helping spread the modern indie style through the Bullet Club era and beyond. Behind the scenes, coaches, producers, and trainers with ROH backgrounds continue shaping future generations. This widespread influence reflects why Kevin Owens emphasizes that the contributions of certain ROH wrestlers cannot be quantified, they are embedded in wrestling DNA. While fans often celebrate in-ring success, true influence also extends to character, professionalism, and training. A wrestler may influence others through helping younger talent learn timing, psychology, and crowd engagement, encouraging confidence in insecure or inexperienced wrestlers, offering advice on how to structure matches for emotional impact, demonstrating work ethic, humility, or leadership, innovating techniques others later adapt. These invisible contributions rarely earn headlines, but they shape future stars more than viewers know. Owens' statement is a tribute to that unseen labor, reminding the wrestling world that legacy is not built solely on fame. Kevin Owens himself is an example of ROH's enormous impact. Before becoming a multi-time WWE champion, Owens spent years honing his craft in ROH. His aggressive style, emotional promos, and fearless athleticism were shaped in that environment. The company not only gave him national exposure, but it also surrounded him with peers who pushed him to evolve constantly. This is why Owens' admiration carries weight. He understands the ROH atmosphere intimately. He knows the mentors, innovators, and influencers whose contributions were essential in shaping the wrestling industry's next generations. When he says someone's influence is immeasurable, he isn't exaggerating, he's speaking from lived experience. In a world where spotlight often overshadows substance, Owens' praise is significant. Recognition from a major WWE star shines a light on forgotten or underappreciated pioneers, educates newer fans who may not know wrestling history, reinforces the importance of independent wrestling's contributions, encourages current performers to acknowledge those who paved the way. It also highlights the truth that wrestling is not just entertainment, it's an evolving art form shaped by countless individuals, many of whom never receive the credit they deserve. Championships, match ratings, and merchandise sales don't tell the whole story of wrestling history. True legacy is built through innovation, inspiration, reinvention, mentorship, and the ripple effects of creativity. This is exactly what Kevin Owens is referring to, a kind of influence that cannot be calculated because it lives within every wrestler who carries forward the techniques, principles, and passion inherited from the ROH generation. Professional wrestling today is faster, more complex, and more globally interconnected than ever before. The evolution that fans witness weekly on television owes much to those early innovators. Owens' statement reminds fans to appreciate the architects of modern wrestling, those who didn't always get the spotlight, but whose contributions built the foundation for today's stars. His words serve as a tribute, a history lesson, a call for greater recognition, and a celebration of independent wrestling culture. They also emphasize that wrestling is communal. Every generation builds upon the last. Every performer influences those who come after them, and some leave a mark so deep that measuring their influence becomes impossible. Kevin Owens' recent comments about a former ROH star have sparked meaningful reflection on wrestling's history and the unseen hands that shaped it. His statement that it's hard to measure the wrestler's influence underscores the importance of acknowledging innovators, mentors, and trailblazers whose impact often goes unrecognized by mainstream audiences. In the end, Owens's praise reminds us that wrestling is far more than matches and moments. It's an evolving tapestry woven by countless individuals whose creativity, passion, and perseverance built the art form fans love today. And for that former ROH star, whose influence continues to shape generations of performers, the respect of peers like Kevin Owens is a testament to a legacy far greater than numbers could ever capture.